Master?
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Hey there guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to my Ahsoka World Between Worlds twist ending explanation video. We are gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. Ahsoka just brought the World Between Worlds into live action, leaving some Star Wars fans excited and others confused. As expected, episode 4 of the Rosario Dawson-led Disney Plus show was packed with lightsaber fight sequences, but what fans weren't prepared for was where the episode left Ahsoka Tano by the end. Before the credits had rolled, Ahsoka revisits the high-stakes World Between Worlds from the Star Wars Rebels animated show, a location non-animation fans need to know about before episode 5 and even beyond that. So, what exactly is the World Between Worlds as we see in the Ahsoka show? After being defeated by Baylan Skoll, episode 4 of Ahsoka ended with Ahsoka Tano waking upside down on the illuminated translucent path. And so, once the frame turns and she begins to stand, finding herself, Ahsoka appears to be in the void of space, with other suspended paths connecting to various points in the distance. Known as the World Between Worlds, Star Wars describes this dimension and realm as a collection of pathways and doors between time and space, a realm and a dimension that takes place outside of time and space. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, the visual dictionary, also refers to it as the Virgin's Scatter, and it was visualized in the sacred Jedi text on Ahch-To, of where Luke had gone into hiding after his Jedi Academy was taken down by Kylo Ren, as we see in the sequel trilogy. It is promptly here in this realm of that where Ahsoka hears a familiar voice and turns to see her former master, Anakin Skywalker, played by the one and only Hayden Christensen, back reprising the role once more. But while Anakin came as a surprise to Ahsoka, she's been to this place before, the World Between Worlds. In Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels, the animated show, Ahsoka showrunner Dave Filoni introduced the World Between Worlds when Ezra Bridger uses the Force to open a portal through a painting of the Mortis gods, the Father and the Daughter and the Son, as we see in the Clone Wars. Once Ezra finds himself in this strange suspended space, he hears the voices of various Star Wars characters, and can even see and access certain events and points in time through different portals and doorways of the dimension. So essentially, not only is this realm of the World Between Worlds taking place outside of both time and space in the Star Wars universe, it's as if Ahsoka has taken a pause now of where she is by the end of Ahsoka Episode 4, but it also acts as a viewing point as you're able to access and go to any point within the Star Wars timeline. If you want to go to the prequels, you can do it. If you want to go to the original trilogy, you can do it. And if you want to go to the sequel trilogy, you can do it. I had another video here on the channel discussing and talking more about Anakin Skywalker rather of that twist. This video is more specifically about the World Between Worlds. However, in that video of Anakin Skywalker and the entirety of the ending explained of Ahsoka Episode 4, I did discuss and touch on a little bit of how potentially this could be of where Force Ghosts actually go to after their death, and that this is almost as a Star Wars space heaven, essentially, in a way. Although, unfortunately, to say the least, many fans have theorized and speculated that this isn't necessarily the case, and that this could actually be something entirely different, especially for the fact that we see Hayden Christensen with his robotic arm when we see him in the World Between Worlds. This isn't supposed to be a Force Ghost necessarily, is what people are saying and theorizing on. I want to discuss it in a separate future video here on the channel, but for sakes of that, a lot of theories have been pointing towards that maybe in episode 5 at some point, this quote-unquote Anakin Skywalker will turn into Darth Vader and try to fight Ahsoka actually. Atop though, one particular portal in Star Wars Rebels in the World Between Worlds that we see was the Kovor bird Morai, who is associated with the daughter and has followed Ahsoka since the 3 episode episode Mortis arc in Star Wars The Clone Wars after having transferred her life essence essentially in that Clone Wars arc to the daughter to bring her back to life. And as a returning gift, the daughter has gifted Ahsoka this bird, Morai, that is essentially like a guardian angel watching over Ahsoka ever since then. And so, as we see in Rebels, upon looking into one of the portals, Ezra sees Ahsoka fighting Darth Vader from the Twilight of the Apprentice in Rebels Season 2. And right before Vader is able to kill Ahsoka, Ezra reaches into the portal and pushes her into the world between worlds, saving her life. As the two explore the world between worlds, Ezra is actually tempted to save his master, Kanan Jarrus, the father of Hera Syndulla's son Jacen that we've seen in Ahsoka, though it is a different portal. However, Ahsoka is able to convince and explain to him otherwise as of to why you're not able to technically do this. At this time, Emperor Palpatine was also trying to access the world between worlds for his capabilities and projected blue energy into the realm to drag Ezra to him. Although, of course, Ahsoka was able to stop Palpatine's attack, preventing him from ultimately entering this dimension. If Palpatine enters the dimension of the world between worlds, all chaos would really let loose. This here all being said, how does the world between worlds impact the Ahsoka show? Now that Ahsoka is in the world between worlds again, she has the ability to observe and enter different points within the Star Wars timeline. While this opens up the potential for Star Wars flashbacks and live-action versions of the animation sequences as the Clone Wars, as many fans have been wanting, it may also allow Ahsoka to access the galaxy of where Sabine is being taken to, where Thrawn and Ezra are trapped. In Episode 4, Baylan Skoll destroys the map to this other galaxy in order to prevent anyone from following him, Shinhati, and Morgan Elsbeth. But in the world between worlds, Ahsoka doesn't need a map, she just needs a portal. I believe that this is exactly what we'll see with Ahsoka Episode 5, after she has maybe a bit of a chat with Anakin Skywalker, her former master. This would also be similar to what Ezra and the Rebels crew experienced in Season 4, when, with help from Lothwolves and their bond to the world between worlds, they were transported from one part of the planet Lothal to another in a moment. Perhaps Ahsoka will be able to transport herself to this new galaxy in the same manner. It is also possible that Dave Filoni revisits the Mortis lore he's established in the Clone Wars, its connection to Ahsoka and Anakin, and what it means for Star Wars moving forward. This year, of course, has been Unofficial Star Wars. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions and fan theories in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking and what you guys all have to say in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.